Each year, hundreds of scouts representing every major league team descend on South Florida to watch the best high school baseball players in the country compete against each other. They're all looking for the same thing, a future major league star. Yet even with these elite athletes, the odds are staggering. Less than 2% of all high school players drafted into professional baseball play even one inning in the major leagues. For most, this is as close as they will ever get. But for a select few, the long road to the pros begins here.
My name is Adrian Nieto. I am 17 years old. I'm from Hialeah, Florida. I was first introduced to the game back home in the backyard. My dad picked up a stick and he told me to hold it. And I was holding it, and then he, picked up a rock, threw it at me, and I hit it. And then he said, ever since then that he knew I was gonna be a baseball player.
My name is Adrian Hicks. I'm from Long Beach, California. Outfield and closing pitching. People say I've been gifted with a really good arm, so it's all good.
I'm Eric Hosmer. I'm from Miami, Florida, and play first base. When I was a freshman in high school, I got my first letter from a D1 college, so started taking it real serious after that, get my name out there.
Daniel Webb. I'm from Paducah, Kentucky, and I pitch and play first base. Started pitching whenever I found out I could throw hard, and my dad is a pitcher, so he always wanted me to be one, so figured why not.
Here at these perfect game events, there probably will be anywhere from 100 to 150 of these players get drafted.
The best players are playing against the best. And very seldom are you going to see the top guys in California playing against the top guys in Georgia or wherever they're from. But they're competing against the best. And whenever you see that, the good ones, they step up.
The outfielders run some fly balls.
I wanted to play the positions that I'll be in the game the whole time, and it was catcher. Once I started taking it seriously, I was like, yeah, this is it for me. I'm always in it, no matter what.
What comes most naturally to me is pitching, throwing out people from the outfield pretty much, and hitting pretty much. Probably my quickness and reading. I just get good jumps, I guess, and just fast enough to get there.
My go-to pitch is fastball. My fastball usually is between 91 to 95, but I've touched 97 in the past.
Well, if I was first round pick or the #1 pick, that'd be really awesome. But a lot of work. It takes a lot of work to get to that point, so still have a lot more work to do.
Usually around the 10th of June, they have the June draft. The top players from high school, college players as well, are drafted, and there's 30 major league teams, and they take 35 to 40 rounds. These kids that will be drafted in June will go out and play in a summer rookie league. They'll have an instruction league over the fall, and then next spring they'll show up in a minor league camp with 150 other minor leaguers, and it's tough. There's a lot of competition, and just a lot of baseball will be played after you get drafted.
Do something, 1, 2, 3, choose. All right, gang, let's go get it. Go now.
I've talked to scouts from the Phillies,
The Marlins, the Rangers a little bit.
the Red Sox, the Angels.
I actually haven't had an in-house with the Yankees, but I've been talking to their people a lot. They're pretty good. It's pretty exciting.
If you're drafted high, the money value is something that you must consider. A typical #1 draft could get anywhere from $1 million to $3 or $4 million in the draft. So, you have to consider that.
Ultimately, whether a kid is a high school player or a college player, the business side of it warrants that you're going to spend time and you're going to spend resources on those players. And so if you don't get the right ones, you're not going to be in business very long. And I think ultimately that's why it makes it so difficult, because you're betting on people.
I was born in Cuba. At 3 years old, me, mom, and dad, and 17 or 18 other people left on a raft trying to get over here. 75 miles into our trip, we just gave up. We ran out of food, gas. We got rescued by the Coast Guards and got taken back to Guantanamo Bay. And there we were for 6 months and 6 days. My dad works at my school. He does maintenance, grounds, and my mom works at my school too. She does food service, you know, in the kitchen. Ever since I was born, they've been telling me, you know, nothing comes easy. Always gotta earn it, you know, working hard every day. You know, they wake up at 6 and they don't finish till 7 at night. And I see that and it inspires, you know, motivates me to work harder at baseball because I know hard work pays off, you know, eventually.
I would love to be able to cut a player open and look at his heart and see how big it is, or look at his head and see how strong he is mentally, because it's a game of failure.
For people to look into that so-called crystal ball and say at 18 that we know what this person is or isn't going to be at 25, 30, and 35, you know, in essence, you're throwing darts in the dark and hoping that you hit the right one.
I've been told that I got a lot of pitches. I mean, like the stuff that I have is like starter type stuff. But I mean, I don't really want to be a pitcher that bad. If I want to be a position player, that's what I'm going to be. I mean, I can't let other people dictate what I'm going to do. I just want to go out, just swing the bat a little bit, steal some bases like I usually do. I'm not really booked up into all that, you know, going first round, you know, all that stuff. I'm just playing baseball, just having fun pretty much.
Never know, son, run, come on, son.
If you just come out here and see a guy one time and throw one inning, and if you think you're going to make a decision for millions of dollars a lot of times and make an accurate decision, it don't work that way. You have to see them over and over and over and get to know them on a personal level.
You can look at a kid's height, his weight. You can see how strong he is. You can see how fast he runs. But it's hard to see what's inside him. And that's key to find out what type of competitive makeup does a kid have? What kind of fire does he have to be a champion?
My greatest strength as a player, I think, is my hitting. I take a lot of pride in my hitting. Hit every day with my brother, my dad. Typical day in my life is get up, go to school, leave school now around 12:30, 1 o'clock, go to the gym, work out with my trainers, go back to school, throw and hit BP, then go home, do homework. It's almost like a job now.
Save it for one pitch and just hit 100. Before the pitch, just be like, all right, everybody, here it is. This is it. Hey, no matter what happens, I got you tonight.
Most pressured game I had would have to be the state tournament when I pitched with a broken foot. Trying to make outs with a broken foot, it was real tough. When I planted my front foot to throw a pitch, the mound was wet and it rolled over, and I rolled over on the side of it. I went on to complete the game. I ended up striking out 10. They scored their 2 runs early in the game, and then we weren't able to come back and score the runs. We lost 2-1. It set me back for about 12 weeks without being able to play. This showcase is very important for me because I missed the whole summer with the foot. It's very nerve-wracking sometimes with all the people watching, but I mean, great players are here and it's fun to play against them. I'm ready to throw.
He just totally missed his summer. June 14th, July 14th, August 14th, September 14th. He didn't start throwing until the 1st of October. You know, so he's been throwing. This is his 4th outing. That's why we came, was to say he's healthy and he's back.
One of the things I like to watch for in players is how they take a strikeout. How do they react after a throwing error? How a pitcher reacts after a home run or someone hits him well. Does he lose his composure? That's some of the things that I look for, is just the way the kid plays the game.
Good job, Boone.
Daniel Boone. Good job. Yeah, good job.
I've been scouting for 20-some years. There are certain guys that when you see them, it's just you just say, hey, that's special.
Yeah, I've never seen a sure thing. So, you know, there have been some that are very close, but you know, in baseball of all sports, there's no guarantees.
You get 3 hits out of 10, you hit 300, you're an all-star. If you get 3 right on a 10-question test, you fail the test. So baseball is really a game of failure. You just got to keep your head into it.
The odds are so astronomically high of coming out of a high school program and working your way to the big leagues. It's very, very seldom that it happens. But everybody on these fields here has that dream, and they all think somewhere down in their heart that they're going to be that 1.7%. But you know, I stress to each and every kid, don't ever let anybody take your dreams away. You know, the only one that says that you can't do it really is you.
Well, one of my biggest goals is always to play professional baseball, and just whatever comes up this spring, and just see how the spring goes, and I'll be ready to make a decision. Hopefully, I'd like to see myself in 5 years playing professional ball somewhere, or making a living with baseball somehow.
I mean, I'm a little nervous, but no matter which way it goes, I mean, just having fun, doing something I love is pretty much good enough for me. And if I get in the Hall of Fame, that's a real big plus on that.
I'd like to be like David Ortiz, because whenever he's out there, he just always looks like he's having a great time playing. Him and Manny Ramirez, they just look like they're having a fun time playing.
Think about it, you know, every once in a while, I mean, you know, 17, and then you could be, you know, pro at 18. It's pretty crazy, you know, but, you know, I'm ready for it. Yeah, that's the goal, pro ball.